It's a beautiful, chilly November day in Las Vegas, and Jim Hagedorn, the CEO, president and chairman of Ohio-based lawn care giant Scotts Miracle-Gro, is pissed off. After nearly a decade of making a series of audacious bets on the legal cannabis industry, Scotts spent $1.7 billion building pot-focused subsidiary Hawthorne Gardening Company and acquiring grow light manufacturers, hydroponic supply outfits, plant nutrient makers and other cannabis cultivation supply companies. He admits the venture has been an abject failure. Inside his company's booth at MJBizCon, the largest annual cannabis industry expo held at the Las Vegas Convention Center, Hagedorn throws a booklet of rolling papers across the table to make a point. "This is what our equity is worth," the 68-year-old Hagedorn says, referring to Hawthorne, which is run by his 39-year-old son, Chris. "When we started making acquisitions in the cannabis industry, it felt righteous as shit," says the notoriously foul-mouthed, former F-16 fighter pilot who named his private jet, F-bomb. Back in 2015, when only 4 states, Alaska, Colorado, Oregon and Washington, had legalized recreational marijuana, Hawthorne started spending hundreds of millions acquiring companies like General Hydroponics, for $120 million, a Santa Rosa-based indoor gardening supply company, to get into the marijuana industry's ancillary market. The move helped the Hagedorns grab glossy magazine headlines, and Scotts' stock price started to rise from the mid-$50 range to above $60 a share. In 2021, the company agreed to acquire more cannabis-focused companies like Luxx Lighting, purchased for $213.2 million in a deal closed in 2022. A grow light company started by the founders of respected weed brand Jungle Boys, and brokered a $150 million convertible debt deal with Canadian cannabis investment vehicle RIV Capital. Scotts' stock bloomed to a robust $244. But thanks to the marijuana industry's prolonged recession, driven by the oversupply of cannabis, a crashing wholesale price per pound of weed, a punitive federal tax code applied to cannabis companies, a lack of movement at the federal level to legalize marijuana, and sales at Scotts dropping from $4.9 billion in 2021 to $3.5 billion in 2023, Scotts' share price cratered 75% from its high 2 years ago. Hawthorne, which saw its sales decrease by nearly 35% from 2022 to 2023 and posted at a net loss of $48 million for the year, had to terminate 1,000 employees from its 1,300-person staff, and shuttered Luxx Lighting after disposing of $200 million worth of unsold inventory in a landfill. "The company is now worth zero, or less," says Hagedorn. "Look," says Hagedorn, wearing a National Rifle Association hat emblazoned with a "Don't Tread on Me" logo. "Pot almost took us down. So why is the billionaire family in Vegas, in the middle of a cannabis conference?" Hagedorn lifts both fists and extends his middle fingers in the air, triumphantly.